Hello, Jupiter Life family. How are you? I hope that you are doing well, happy, healthy, wealthy, or on your way to those things, right? We are co-creators in this space on earth, and I hope that you are taking the steps to create your world, the world that it is that you want for yourself. Here with today's daily messages. Let's see what God has in store for us on this beautiful, lovely Saturday. And, just keep in mind, whatever it is that you are desiring and wanting, needing, you have everything within you to create it, be it, and have it. We must unlearn to relearn, reframe our mind, work towards our North Node, expand and work in our Jupiter energy so that we can have the things that it is that we want, desire, and need. Right? A lot of our manifestations don't come to be because we're too concentrated on the negative aspect of what is going on and not on the positive. So basically, we're not changing our perspective on what is happening currently in our lives. Okay, God, I hear you. Let's go. We must change our perspective and call in the things that it is that we do want. But know that we have a duality within us, right? We have a duality within us. I love how those 3 cards came out face down. That is beautiful. Casting spells. The words I speak and the stories I tell are like spells. What I say and believe I attract more of. So I shift my story from lack to abundance, from victim to empowered, and from complaint to gratitude. Now, when I speak to others through my words, I am casting beautiful spells. Mind your words, mind your thoughts. And it's so interesting that this came out. I just did a rumbling on my anchor in regards to how we speak things into existence, in my co-creating with God podcast, and how our words, how we think, and the words that we say in correlation to those thoughts bring about things, whether it be consciously or subconsciously, right? We can always see remnants of things that we thought about come to pass, and I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go here for a minute. So I just had a passing in my family. Nope, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. It's just amazing at how even a unified thought with you and maybe several other people can bring a thing into fruition, and the thing about it is you don't know how it's going to manifest. So I'll give you an example. If something is constantly bugging you, person, place, or thing, and it's an annoyance to you, and all you're concentrating on is how it's an annoyance as opposed to maybe a solution to the annoyance, or a if not solution to the annoyance, maybe a different way of thinking about it as opposed to just saying it's an annoyance. And it just ups and disappears out of your life. I don't really like this thing. I don't like this connection. I don't like this job. I don't like this car. I don't like this, I don't like this car. I don't like this car. Oh, I hate this car. And blah, 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 blah. Something's always wrong with this car. And then more problems are created with the car. right? You know, it's always leaking oil. It's always having issues with the brakes. The transmission is never whatever, whatever, whatever. And then you get into a car crash and now the car is gone. Instead of thinking, I would love to replace this car with a better car. I mean, you may still get into an accident, but then maybe the insurance check is so big that you are able to get into something new or more up to date, something more reliable, right? As opposed to the car being such a nuisance that you get into an accident and the insurance decides that, you know, we're going to pay you out for it, but the car was only worth $600. So now that's barely enough for a down payment, right? For another car, even if you have great credit. Understand what I'm saying? I hope I am. I mean, we don't get to decide how things come into fruition, which is really what I'm trying to get across. We don't get to decide how it does. But just know the constant thought, whether it be what you consider a negative one or a positive one, will alter a thing. It will shift a thing. You know, we are very powerful beings. We are God in flesh form. You know, we have the same capabilities as Jesus. We have the same capabilities. You know, the miracles and the premonitions and the things that we see, we don't give ourselves enough credit for our abilities to bring in from the spiritual realm, from the 5D, 4D into the 3D. We do not give ourselves credit enough for that as humans because we're too worried about human things. Unlimited. I create my reality with the thoughts I think and things I focus on. I am unlimited in my ability to create a beautiful life full of good and love. Yes, you are. You have the capabilities, the ability to bring in just as much good as you see, as you think is bad, as you perceive as bad. Nurture. I love this. Be kind to yourselves. Okay? It's okay to want to stay home and be alone. I deserve days to myself. Days to relax and simply be. I honor how I feel and take this day to do the things that feel nurturing to me. Absolutely. Nurture yourself in what it is that you want and what it is that you need so that you can bring about the things, Invest in your knowledge, invest in self. It's the best investment you could ever make. Invest in your meat suit, in your avatar, doing the facials and the, body massages and the mud baths and the scrubs and the sauna and the workout and the therapy, seeing a therapist, work on the mental. We're North Node walking, honey. I know that's right. And kudos to you for stepping into your North Node, taking initiative into getting your birth chart done, knowing and if you don't know where to start, I have several astrologers' names and lists and websites I could give you. Email me, tell me that you're looking to, figure out more things about yourself and things like that. There are plenty of apps you can download and put your birthday, name, your date of birth, and your time of birth in. Okay, and if you don't know your time of birth, get your birth certificate. It's on your birth certificate. If you don't have your birth certificate, you may need to order one, okay? They're very important to have in this life as a human. Okay? If you don't have a birth certificate, I'm going to urge you to get your birth certificate. Knowing your time of birth and what's actually on your birth certificate is a part of being human. You should know what's on it. You should know what it says. Are both your parents' names on the birth certificate? Or is it just your mom's name on your birth certificate? Those things matter when it comes to certain types of paperwork. So I'm just saying. Because that's also a part of North Node walking as well. You have to have your earthly business together as much as you do your spiritual realm business together. What lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us. Yes. And bring that ajna through, that purple, that crown chakra. I love it. Crown chakra, we have some red here, so sacral and root chakra. I mean, some orange here, so we have sacral. And we have root chakra as well. Okay. Let's go ahead and get us a chanted map. We love to know where we're going, right? Where we are headed. Well, we know that we're headed North Node, right? We're working in our North Node. And I love to see people do it at a younger age as opposed to an older age. Because, you know, the sooner you walk into your North Node, oh, baby, that purpose walk is a whole different ball game from your South Node. Some of us stay in our South Node, right? South, low vibrational. North, higher vibrational. Get it? I'm trying to help you out. Why do I need to know my North Node? Because that is your high vibrational self. That is your higher self. That is the thing that is going to push you into all of the things that you know for a fact you can have in life. So we want to be mindful of our words today. Don't forget Mercury is going retrograde. I think like the same week of the eclipse. It's going to be a little bit of an intense communicational kind of thing going on, you know? With Mercury retrograding and things being eclipsed out of our lives, and you may see things abruptly end, you know, whether it be job, relationship, changing money, right? Whatever, changing eating habits. You may just abruptly go cold turkey on something, right? Sex, drugs, rock and roll type thing. You're ending a certain cycle or something in your life. You're cutting it out. Listening. 53 reduced is an 8. Let's see what the additional messages the book says. But I love the huge ears on an elephant. They're the most sympathetic, loving creatures. But I believe sometimes they are very unaware of the power that they possess because of their hugeness and their huge presence. But they're very docile, right? You ever look at the history of an elephant? Do some, you know, I know people have their feelings about Googling, but it's a great place to start when it comes to research. I'm not saying it's the end all be all, but it is a great place to start when it comes to research. And just see what it says about the elephant and what stands out and speaks directly to you. An open heart will hear the message. When the card appears, you're being reminded that there is a time to speak and a time to be silent. Now is an occasion for listening. Pay attention not only to what is being spoken, but also to what is not being said at the moment. For the deeper message is not always obvious. Listen with your heart, not just your ears, and you'll find clarity. Receiving the listening card is a fortune sign and ensures a greater understanding of your circumstances. Listening, still voice. I believe the Quiet Revolution spoke about that. I don't know if it was for a specific sign, because usually I just listen to the whole thing when she does a universal message. But listening to the still voice instead of the ruckus, which is normally your ego, right? It has so much to say, so much to say. It has so much to say. But darling, with all that it has to say, it's the still voice that's going to give you the actual insight needed to move forward, right? So you want to kind of pay attention to that now, especially with all that's transpiring. When there's like big conjunctions and big planetary movements and a lot of eclipsing and retrograding going all at once, your intuition is going to be your best friend, because it's a lot of mixed energy, right? Tons and tons and tons of mixed energy. And you want to be very clear on what it is that you hear. Okay, I thought I saw a card flip, but I did not. Okay. You know, it is very important that you pay attention to the still voice, because that is the voice that actually guides you. That is your higher self. That is your North Node speaking to you on what needs to be done. Oh, here. I'll be trying not to, because it's harder to do it this way. But I like to make sure that, yes, we're blended in, y'all. I like to make sure we blended in and mixed up. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, yes, so you just pay attention to the quiet, still voice within. You know, you should have made that left turn. Don't forget to take your pen. You should take your laptop to this meeting where you would normally not take the laptop to the meeting. Listen to that voice, okay? Yes, God, we are listening and nurturing and knowing that we are unlimited. Paying attention to our words, right? Staying within. Only speaking when spoken to. Drinking water and minding our business, darling. Yes, honey. Gotta love it. Love, 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 love it. Because knowing and doing. I will love where I am right now. Okay, here we go. There is nothing you cannot be, do, or have. And I believe we had this card yesterday, right? There is nothing you cannot do, be, or have. And we want to assist you in achieving that. But we love where you are right now. Even if you don't, because we understand how joyful the journey to where you want to go will be. Rest in where you are right now. And, you know, I encourage you to journal your journey. Feelings, thoughts, achievements, accolades, disappointments. You know, as you see fit. I have several journals. I'm always writing down because I like to retrace my steps. Okay, these are where I made mistakes. This is where I would like to fix things. This is what I can actually work on right now. But I will constantly remind myself of these things so that when other people bring them up, when it shows itself later on in my life, it's like, yes, I do need to address that. And this is a chance for me to conquer that fear and walk into that. Not as a, see, you didn't, and you need to, and blah, blah, blah. Not as that, but just as a reminder to self of things that need to be worked on within yourself. And, where you're making progress and where you can, extend a little more time to a thing, an issue, a person, or a place, right? The universe has your back. That goes with that. Okay. Because not only do you need to be mindful of your words, but you also need to be present and listen when it's time for you to listen. And be easy on yourself. This North Node walk is not hard, especially if you're making major changes. Quitting a habit that you have been doing for years is not easy. A divorce from a person that you've been married to 5+ years, 10+ years. When you create a routine around a thing, you create a habit around a thing and then have to alter that. It's not easy breezy. It's not easy to just stop watching porn when you're used to watching it every single day. Be easy. Nurture yourself. Be kind to yourself. It's not easy to just put the credit card down and stop shopping, especially in the internet world. Oh, my goodness. If you are a swiper and a buyer and a points programmer, you're in all these rewards programs and you just going to stop shopping? Listen, I'm with you. It's necessary, because we need the balance. Never let one thing completely consume you. But know that the switch up is not going to be easy, right? Especially with a divorce and there's children involved and they're used to seeing a person and now they're not going to be seeing this person anymore. Or, this person isn't going to be around in the way that they used to be around. Okay? Be easy with yourself. The moment I embrace my peace within and surrender the outcome is the moment the universe can truly work. Get to work. Get to work. Get to work. The universe can truly get to work. But you have to hold that peace within. Listen to the small, still voice. Know that you can have, do, be, whatever. Darling, whatever. I promise you, honey, whatever. Because as a person who worked in corporate the majority of her adult life, working for self was not easy to go into. And I'm still bumps and bruises. Because COVID taught me a lot, And I'm still dealing with things. But one thing I'm not doing, now that I know how much, not only am I guided and protected, but the abundant flow of resources in the universe. I ain't going back to corporate. I don't have to go back and work for nobody ever. There's too many ways to get it. Too many. And I know a lot of them. Honey child. A lot of ways. Okay? Freaking unstoppable. And yes, things take time. You have to build, all kinds of things. Clientele, websites, get licensings and permits and of all sorts, and there's fees and blah 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 blah. But it is so worth it. Like you can't put a price on the type of peace that I have. Seriously, you cannot. Not at all. To wake up and start your day the way you want to start your day, not have to go punch a clock, and this is not a brag, because I worked for this place that I'm in. Please believe it. And working, and will continue to work to maintain and sustain it. But it is, you know, it was a journey to even get to this. Shoot, health insurance for me and the kids, all of that. Like, life still has to be lived, honey. I'm still here on earth. Okay? The Aries still want their tax money, you know? The you know, all the letters, all the letters still want you to be responsible. All the governmental letters still want you to be responsible. You still got to do the things, you know? However, I'm saying that to say that I had to North Node walk. I had to completely switch from my lower self to my high vibrational self to figure out that, you know, oh my God, I am speaking this stuff into my life. That's not exact. This is not what I want for myself. There are things that I like, I desire, that I'm still figuring out, but I'm not about to settle when I know that I can have greater. Don't let dumb asses get you down. Chilling like a boss. The boss with the sauce, honey. You is the boss with the sauce. Okay? You is blessed with the beautiful spells in your mouth. And watch what you say. And listen. Be mindful to what's being said around you, what you are hearing, right? What you are intaking. Inhale that good shit, exhale that bad shit. As a matter of fact, let's do that now. Yes. Breathe in for 5 and out for 5. So, in and out. Ooh, that feels so good. One more time. In and out. Breathe like you know how. Take time out for yourself. Meditate. Get yourself understanding yourself. What it is that you truly want. And how you're going to invest in yourself to bring those things into fruition. Fuck yeah. Dance in the storm. Listen. You are co-creating with God. You're the master of your universe. You can speak it. You can be it. You can have it. You can do it. Listen to your inner voice. Not the loud one. The one that whispers behind it. The one that tells you, don't forget to put your seatbelt on. The one that tells you, oh, don't forget to put blah, blah, blah in your purse or in your laptop bag on your way out. The one that says, don't forget to check the stove before you leave out. The one that says, did you turn off blah, blah, blah? That voice. Listen to it. It wants you to have the things that you want to have. Okay? God wants you to have the things that it is that you want to have. You have to be willing, though. You have to come like this. Open heart, open mind, open hand, open soul. And willing to do and make the changes that is necessary in order to have it. Blessings and abundance to you. Stay in your Jupiter life, fam. Keep working towards that North Node. You got this, baby. Blessings.